Did you know, after the age of 65, your risk of a heart attack quietly doubles? That may sound scary, but it's simply a medical fact. The part most seniors rarely hear, though, is what truly matters isn't age itself. It's the small daily choices you make after 60 that silently shape your heart's future. Many people don't realize how these tiny habits quietly stack up, building or breaking your heart's strength over the years. And right here, I want you to stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll reveal one simple habit that's often overlooked, but may be one of the most life-saving choices for your heart after 60. This one small step could quietly make all the difference. Yet most seniors never hear about it in time. The good news is you're not powerless, and it's never too late to take back control. In this video, I'll share 10 simple, powerful habits that may protect your heart and help add stronger, healthier years ahead. The best part? These aren't expensive treatments or complicated medical procedures. Most can be done right at home, starting today. And very soon, we'll walk through not just what these habits are, but exactly how you can start applying them in your life, step by step, even if you're starting in your 60s or 70s. Sadly, many seniors miss these simple steps, but today, you won't. And if you find this helpful or know someone over 60 who may benefit too, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel, Over 60 Wellness. Your support helps us continue bringing simple, life-saving tips made just for seniors like you. Now, let's begin our countdown to the 10 daily habits that may protect your heart and even save your life. 10. The hidden power of water, the heart's easy fix. Most seniors don't realize how water quietly protects the heart every day. Inside your body, blood flows like a river, delivering oxygen and nutrients. When you're dehydrated, that river thickens, forcing your heart to pump harder. Thicker blood raises your blood pressure and risks dangerous clots. After 60, your thirst signals weaken, so many think they're fine. But even mild dehydration silently stresses your heart, kidneys, and brain. Fatigue, confusion, and dizziness often trace back to low hydration. In fact, studies show seniors who stay mildly dehydrated face nearly triple the risk of heart-related hospital stays. The fix is simple. Start your day with a full glass of water. Keep a bottle nearby, sip regularly, even without thirst. Add lemon, cucumber, or fruit if plain water feels dull. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses daily, more if you're active or it's hot. Check your urine color. Dark yellow means you need more fluids. Staying hydrated not only eases your heart's work, but protects your balance, memory, and overall health. Think of water as daily maintenance oil for your aging heart. But while dehydration quietly builds risk, the next habit attacks much faster, one puff at a time. Next, we reveal why smoking remains one of the deadliest heart threats after 60, even if you quit years ago. 9. Smoking, the most aggressive heart killer after 60. Many seniors believe if they quit smoking years ago, the danger is gone. But the truth is, smoking leaves fingerprints on your heart long after the habit stops. After 60, your arteries naturally become stiffer, like worn-out garden hoses. When you add smoking, even past smoking, those arteries turn brittle, narrow, and fragile. Every cigarette damages the inner lining of your blood vessels, like tiny cuts inside a pipe. These small injuries attract plaque buildup, narrowing the arteries, reducing blood flow silently over time. Thick, narrowed arteries force your heart to pump harder, raising blood pressure and risking dangerous clots. Even exposure to secondhand smoke can trigger these same harmful effects without you ever lighting a cigarette yourself. Family members who smoke inside your home or car create invisible clouds of danger. And here's what most seniors never hear. Even one cigarette can spike your blood pressure within minutes and stiffen your arteries for hours. The good news is, the heart has an incredible ability to heal once you stop feeding it smoke. Within weeks of quitting, blood pressure improves, circulation gets better, and oxygen flows more freely. After a few months, your risk of heart attack starts to fall dramatically, giving you back precious years. If quitting feels impossible, don't fight alone. Talk to your doctor. Nicotine patches, medications, and support groups greatly increase your success rate, even if you failed before. And remember, no matter how old you are, every cigarette you avoid adds healthy time to your life. Quitting smoking remains, without question, one of the fastest ways to lower your heart attack risk after 60. But while smoke visibly poisons your arteries, the next habit sneaks in quietly by keeping your body too still for too long. In the next section, we'll reveal why simple daily movement works like heart medicine and how even gentle activity can rescue your heart from silent decline. 8. Move your body. The medicine your heart craves daily. Many seniors believe exercise means lifting weights or running, but that's not true. After 60, your heart doesn't need extreme workouts. It simply needs daily movement, like steady fuel keeping the engine alive. Your heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it weakens when unused. Sitting too long stiffens your arteries, raises your blood sugar, and slows your circulation. The more you sit, the harder your heart works, even during rest. Just 30 minutes of gentle movement each day can drop your blood pressure naturally. Walking, gardening, tai chi, light dancing, or even housework, they all count. If joint pain or balance is a problem, seated exercises or water aerobics work wonders. Movement also sharpens your mind, eases anxiety, and improves your sleep, giving your heart true rest at night. And here's a fact many overlook. Daily movement helps prevent deadly blood clots, especially in the legs, which can travel to the lungs or brain. You don't have to do it all at once. 3 10-minute walks spread through the day work just as well. The worst choice for your heart is inactivity. Doing nothing slowly suffocates your circulation. Every step you take tells your heart, I'm still fighting. But while lack of movement weakens your heart quietly, the next silent killer builds pressure even when you think you're eating healthy. Next, we reveal why salt, hiding in your kitchen, may secretly overload your heart, and how to fight back without giving up flavor. 7. The silent danger hiding in your salt shaker. Most seniors know salt can raise blood pressure, but few realize how quietly it damages the heart every single day. Salt makes your body retain water, increasing the amount of fluid your heart must pump. The more fluid, the harder your heart works, wearing it down slowly over time. And as we age, kidneys become less efficient at flushing out extra sodium, causing it to build up quietly inside your body. You may think you're not eating much salt because you don't add it at the table, but most sodium hides inside packaged foods. Canned soups, frozen dinners, deli meats, sauces, and even bread can contain shocking amounts of hidden sodium. Even foods labeled healthy can quietly overload you with salt without you noticing. Over time, excess sodium thickens artery walls, raises blood pressure, and increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. The good news is, you don't need to give up taste to protect your heart. Replace salt with herbs like garlic, basil, rosemary, or turmeric to keep flavor while lowering risk. Read food labels carefully. Sodium often hides under names like monosodium glutamate or sodium bicarbonate. Aim for no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium daily. That's less than 2/3 of a teaspoon. And here's a powerful tip. After 2 to 3 weeks, your taste buds naturally adjust, making low-salt foods taste normal again. Small changes now create huge protection later. But while salt builds silent pressure over years, the next danger is even more deceptive because you may feel perfectly fine while your heart is quietly suffering inside. Next, we uncover why regular heart screenings can catch problems before symptoms appear and save your life before it's too late. 6. Heart screenings. Catch problems before they catch you. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is waiting for symptoms. But many heart problems build silently, with no warning signs, until disaster strikes suddenly. High blood pressure, cholesterol buildup, artery blockages, and even early heart damage often cause no pain at all. You may feel fine, while dangerous plaque quietly narrows your arteries year after year. That's why regular screenings after 60 become your secret weapon. They reveal hidden trouble before it turns into a crisis. Get your blood pressure checked regularly, even if you feel perfectly healthy. Request annual blood tests to track cholesterol, triglycerides, and blood sugar levels. These simple tests give your doctor a clear window into your heart's condition. For higher-risk patients, additional tests like EKGs, stress tests, or calcium scoring scans can spot early artery narrowing or rhythm problems long before symptoms appear. Early detection gives you more options. Lifestyle changes, medications, or small adjustments can prevent major heart attacks down the road. Think of screenings like regular oil changes for your car, small checks that prevent massive repairs later. Skipping these tests just because you feel fine is like driving blindfolded, hoping nothing breaks. Prevention always beats emergency treatment. But while screenings catch silent threats early, there's another danger that starts outside your body and creeps directly into your heart's rhythm. In the next section, we'll reveal how hidden stress quietly squeezes your heart from the inside, and what you can do daily to break its dangerous grip. 5. Stress. The invisible weight crushing your heart. Most seniors think stress is just a mental feeling, but inside your body, stress acts like an invisible hand, squeezing your arteries tighter every single day. When you're under constant worry, your body releases cortisol and adrenaline. These stress hormones raise your blood pressure, stiffen your arteries, and silently weaken your heart's ability to stay strong. Over time, this constant pressure triggers inflammation throughout your blood vessels. Many seniors carry silent stress, financial worries, loneliness, illness, or family concerns, even if they never talk about it. But your heart feels every bit of it, whether you notice or not. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood, it quietly shortens your life. But here's the good news. Small daily habits can release this grip. Deep breathing for 10 minutes lowers blood pressure almost instantly. Gentle walks in nature calm your nervous system naturally. Listening to soft music or sipping warm tea helps relax tense blood vessels. Even writing down 3 things you're grateful for each evening can help retrain your brain to calm your body. Avoiding stressful conversations late at night and limiting upsetting news reports protects both your mind and heart. And always remember, talking to a trusted friend, counselor, or support group is not weakness, it's life-saving strength. But while stress silently tightens your arteries, the next danger doesn't care if you're stressed or calm. It attacks your heart through your blood sugar, whether you feel it or not. In the next section, we'll uncover how even small blood sugar problems quietly damage your heart's most fragile tissues, and how you can take back control quickly. 4. Blood sugar, the silent assassin of aging arteries. Many seniors believe that if they don't have diabetes, blood sugar isn't a problem. But the truth is, even slightly elevated blood sugar slowly eats away at your artery walls, setting up future heart attacks. High glucose levels damage the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. This damage invites cholesterol and plaque to stick, slowly narrowing your arteries, restricting blood flow to your heart and brain. Fatigue, blurry vision, thirst, and frequent urination can all signal rising blood sugar, even before diabetes develops. But here's where you gain power. Simple changes protect your heart right away. Choose whole grains instead of white bread. Replace sugary drinks with water or herbal teas. Eat more leafy greens, fiber-rich vegetables, and healthy fats like avocados, olive oil, and nuts. Portion control matters. Smaller, balanced meals prevent blood sugar spikes that stress your arteries. And here's a powerful tip. Even a 10-minute walk after meals helps your muscles absorb sugar, lowering glucose levels naturally. If you take medications, follow your doctor's plan carefully and never stop or change doses without guidance. Controlling your blood sugar doesn't just prevent diabetes. It directly protects your heart from silent damage building inside you daily. But while blood sugar quietly attacks your arteries, cholesterol works like a slow-growing clog, waiting to block your heart's blood supply completely. In the next section, we'll expose how cholesterol sneaks up after 60 and how you can clear the path before disaster strikes. 3. Cholesterol. Cleaning out your heart's pipes before they clog. Cholesterol problems often stay completely silent for years, but inside, plaque builds like grease inside old plumbing. As you age, even moderate fat intake can push LDL, the bad cholesterol, dangerously high. Sticky LDL attaches to your artery walls, narrowing the space where blood flows, while HDL, the good cholesterol, helps clear it out. If too much plaque builds up, one sudden blockage can trigger a deadly heart attack or stroke without warning. That's why yearly cholesterol checks become critical after 60. Your target should be LDL under 100, HDL above 60. You can help lower LDL naturally. Eat oats, chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, salmon, and plenty of fresh vegetables. Avoid fried foods, red meats, and full-fat dairy, which feed plaque buildup. If diet alone isn't enough, your doctor may suggest statins or other medications to help. Many fear cholesterol medicine, but leaving plaque to grow unchecked is far riskier. Managing cholesterol is like regularly flushing your home's plumbing, clearing slow buildup before it bursts. But while cholesterol blocks your arteries slowly, the next danger, blood pressure, can damage your heart instantly, without you feeling a thing. In the next section, we'll explain why monitoring your blood pressure could be the single most important habit to protect your life after 60. 2. Blood pressure, the silent killer that strikes without warning. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a terrifying reason. Most people feel fine until it's far too late. Every time your blood pressure runs high, your arteries take a pounding, wearing down their walls and forcing your heart to pump against extra resistance. Over time, this weakens your heart muscle, raises your risk for stroke, kidney failure, and heart attack. After 60, your arteries naturally stiffen, making high blood pressure even more dangerous if ignored. That's why home monitoring becomes critical. Aim to keep your pressure under 120/80 whenever possible. Numbers above 130 out of 80 silently raise your heart attack risk dramatically. A simple home cuff lets you track your numbers weekly or daily if needed. If readings run high, you have options. Reduce salt, lose excess weight, stay active, limit caffeine and alcohol, and practice daily stress reduction. One bad reading isn't an emergency, but repeated spikes over months carve permanent damage inside your arteries. Think of blood pressure like water pressure inside old pipes. Too much force eventually bursts the system. But while blood pressure harms your heart quickly, the most powerful habit remains the one few people talk about: the discipline to stay consistent every single day. In the final section, we reveal the one daily commitment that could save your heart for years to come. 1. Daily discipline. The secret weapon that quietly saves your heart. There's no miracle pill, no magic shortcut, no quick fix after 60. The real protection for your heart comes from what you do, quietly, consistently, every single day. Heart attacks don't appear suddenly out of nowhere. They build silently, one skipped habit, one small excuse, one unhealthy meal at a time, until one day the damage shows up when it's too late. But the beauty is this: daily discipline gives you full control, no matter your age. Every time you drink water instead of soda, take that short walk, cook a low-salt meal, or check your blood pressure, you're stacking tiny bricks that quietly build your defense wall. It's like saving small coins daily into a jar. Over time, it grows into real protection. Discipline means going to your doctor's checkups, even when you feel fine. It means taking your medications exactly as prescribed, without skipping. It means choosing healthy meals, even when fast food feels easier. And most importantly, it means fighting those little voices in your head that say, just skip today, one time won't hurt. One skip day may not cause damage, but 2 skip days become a habit. And slowly, small cracks open for silent heart damage to return. Your heart doesn't care about the excuses. It only responds to the care you give it right now. And here's the truth seniors often forget. You're not too old, and it's never too late. The body has an incredible power to heal at any age when you give it the right support daily. Every small, smart choice you make today protects your tomorrows. You're not just adding years, you're adding better years, stronger years, more years to spend with your family, your grandchildren, your friends. The sunrise tomorrow depends on your choices today. So start right now. Your future self will quietly thank you every single day. Final takeaway. The simple truth to protect your heart after 60. As you've seen today, heart health after 60 isn't about luck or genetics alone. It's about small, daily choices. Choices you fully control, starting right now. Drinking enough water, moving your body daily, reducing salt and sugar, managing cholesterol, controlling blood pressure, lowering stress, and staying consistent. These aren't complicated treatments. They're simple habits that add powerful protection, brick by brick, year after year. The greatest lesson is this. Your heart doesn't care how old you are. It cares about what you do today. Every smart choice you make adds strength to your heart's future. It's never too late to start. Even small changes now can give you more energy, more years, and more time with the people you love most. If this video helped you better understand how to protect your heart, please support our work by clicking like, sharing this video with friends or family who may benefit, and subscribing to our channel Over 60 Wellness. Your support helps us continue bringing simple, life-saving health tips made just for seniors like you. And if you have any thoughts or questions, leave us a comment below. We always read every message and love hearing from you. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay smart, and remember, your best years are still ahead.